Steve on plot 32. I think it's Monday the 16th. There you go, plot 32. Did try doing this last week, but it wouldn't video for some reason. So not much, a little bit's changed, not a lot, but every little helps. Need to get that covered over so you can start rotting down. So it's under the weeds from last year. I've got a few more weeds to put back on there, get it covered over there, then it should be good in a few years. Rhubarb starting to grow there, only small, so but it's growing. Brambles, I should have cut these back a bit more. I might go back and trim the ends off, stop it from spreading out a bit further up this way. So it's growing along the fence. I don't think it'll grow any further on that side because I pulled it out of the ground where the roots was. So if it grows, it grows. It's a cheap fence, so it looks like it's coming into flower now. So should get plenty of them. I've only just made some wine from last year's brambles. I think I only had 3 pounds of brambles, but did a bit of wine. Still haven't dug this over yet. Just get a bit of weed at the bottom of there. Get this dug over. It's only when my spud to go in, so I can rotivate it, dig it over, see what it goes from there. Still haven't done these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beds. I did take some weeds out the other day, well, the other week, but I've really need to get my ass into gear and get them all weeded instead of them 2 over there. But for the last month, I ain't really been down really for a month because of the weather, being ill, the things done at home. But said the weather's turning, I need to get down, get it sorted. I may, looking at what I've got to grow, I may not even fill all the beds up, but I'm not bothered about that. I just save the bed for the following year. But see how it goes. But it won't take me long to weed them. So that was the idea of obviously doing the beds, was get it dug over, get it weeded, and it won't take me long at all. Most of the area is covered over with carpet now. Just the odd little section. I'm going to jig it around a little bit because I've got some more carpet in the greenhouse. So these 1, 2, 3, these 2 beds here, they just need raking over, and that'll be, the soil's pretty good. It's got a crust on the top, but once I start raking it, it'll be alright. So I've got some leeks, need to get some more tuck home. Right then, what I've planted, and if you can see, I've got 1 bed of onions, 2 beds of onions, another onion, and 1 onion there and an onion there. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 beds of onions. I think they're both of them turbos. These are Steron. I think them 2 are Stuttgarter. So they're full of onions. That bed was a bit too big for the onions, but so I've got get some bits and bobs of soil in there. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still got 10 beds to fill. So should be good. So I may not even have to put the spuds into the soil. I can put them in the beds. But so I did that the other weekend, and I'm pretty sure if that got the onions in. Down here, gooseberries are starting to grow, so is all the weeds. So I can walk on it today, They're starting to grow on there. I don't know if you can see. Right then, got some apple, there's 3 apple trees and a pear tree. 2 of them I don't think are going to be very good, because I got the runt of the litter when I bought them. This one's like a few twigs. This is starting to sprout. Can't really see properly in there. It's starting to grow. Got some in. And this one's done as well. That's only just come over the last couple of days. So there's 3 apple trees and a pear tree. Got given another apple tree to put in, so, but I don't know if I put it in here or put it in where, I'll show you in a minute. Now what's happening in here, there's the greenhouse. To that rhubarb there, I come one day and it must have been really small, smaller than that one. Then I came 2 days later after the rain, and this is what we've got. I need to get in there because I think these here are starting to get stretched out a little bit there. Go on there and get them pulled off. One there. A couple of one there. So stressing out. Get them pulled off. I think this is the year I'm going to have to dig them all out. Especially this one and the two at the end. Yeah, this one and the one at the end. They're the old ones. So I really need to get them relocated somewhere else. They're getting a bit too big, and so they've been there a few years. Raspberries starting to grow there a little bit. There's some at the bottom end. You always seem to get a lot of weed at that bottom end there. I think it's coming from the path. Same again, gooseberries and blackberries are growing. So look, might have a good year this year. The apple tree that I've been given is there. That one there. Get that. I'm planting here. Weed it all. Get it stuck in here. As well as strawberry plants that I got given. I'll show you them in a minute. Greenhouse. There's a bit of carpet there. Notes in here at the moment. Bit of compost. I've actually got some seeds sown. See if I can read what I've sown. Just like the tomatoes, cucumbers on that one. Cauliflowers, green cauliflowers, sprouts, peppers, turnips, and just different jalapenos and peppers in there. Got some more to sow. These are the strawberry seeds I got given. They need repotting on. And I got given those really small. And also they've sprouted up, so I'll get them repotted on. And that'll go in that bit of soil there with the apple tree. So pretty good. And now what else has happened? I've got my spuds to sort out. Not down here. Not what's happening down here now. So I've got my spuds to put in. Get it dug over. So I may use one of the beds. I'll cover the beds. Let's see how it goes. So I've got a few seeds in there sown. I might sow some more. They are the old seeds. So I'll grow some bits of from last year. I mean, some of them are quite old. But if they were, if not, I've got some fresher ones, which are still old ones, but fresher ones that I'm using. Anyway, I've waffled on. So I think should be looking up, get stuff planted, get stuff growing, and enjoy the fruits of your labour. So I will catch you all soon. Cheers.